chair, honey?
No, I'm fine. Here's a chair. Make it happy. No, I don't want a chair. You would think if it's
Well, anyway, if you can hear me, thank you for being here.
Wouldn't miss it.
As probably most of you feel the same way. Our get-together as loving and long-term friends who we are is a highlight. For any reason we get together, it's one of my favorite things. The other is coffee in the morning. I'm a coffee bean. I love coffee.
And don't forget
Huh?
the other one too.
Anyway, so it's going to be a fun participation thing. If at any time you have a smarter remark to make, say it. That's the way I am I not? Yeah.
Yeah, real smart aleck.
Yeah.
I'll tell you if I think of
So
anything.
do it. I want this to be our get-together, not mine. I'm just up thing here and every now and then give it a kick in the pants. And this thing about Sylvia dancing at Kathy Riley's retirement party. She and Richard are out on the dance floor, cutting her rug, as we used to say. They're swinging and and Lynn and I just always remember that and think how wonderful, how much we enjoyed your participation.
Yeah.
And can you do it with somebody else? Anyway, it's a good memory. See, that's the things you build. You being here, seeing you introduced to new friends, finding out what's going, the changes, how the baby, what have you been, did you hear about? That's what makes us a group and love each other. So I love you all.
Love you too.
Love you too.
Yeah.
Fraser,
Yeah.
how you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling great. How are you feeling?
You look about the same. I don't think that's
Can't
much.
do it.
And between us, we're like 170 years.
Lovely partner there. Everybody else here now? Okay, what we're going to do is some love songs. You're going to participate in some of it. I'm going to make sure that you're on the wrong pitch all the time, which won't be hard, I'm sure. Then we're going to just laugh and enjoy. If you want to say anything at any time, say it. Try to be like me. I say too much, but at least I say it. Okay? Now the first part was going to be, what's this? Oh, I never heard about that. The
Sorry,
first
wrong
thing is
birthday.
going to be a group participation from, it's called Prairie Opera. You like opera? I love opera.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes!
Opera is a good thing. The only thing wrong with opera, if you're a beautiful, splendid singer, they love your voice, and you can't cut the rhythm, and in the out time, you're through. You have one chance. If you don't make it, the conductor's out with it. I never made it. For two reasons. I couldn't cut the rhythm and I didn't have the voice. Anyway, so we're going to do what we call Prairie, what did I say? Oh, opera. Now this is a love song. Don't get me wrong, but we're going to work it out together. There's going to be some chorus, and there's going to be some male parts, some female parts. Can I use those words anymore?
Yeah.
With this
But
bad
I'm using
man.
You understand what I said? Now I'm going to sing it through once. If you know the words and the melody and go to my mind, sing it with me. Sing right out. And it goes like this. School days, dear old golden rule days, reading and writing and What's that? Taught to the tune of a hickory stick.
Not anymore, it
I
ain't.
was your barefoot bashful bowl. You were my queen in calico, and you wrote on my slate. What'd you write? Come on. I love you, Joe.
Oh,
Where's
Joe! I love you!
There's Joe.
Oh!
When we were a couple of kids. Now, here's what you're going to do. We're all going to sing it together.
Okay.
And then we're going to divide it up. After we sing it together, we're going to come up hickory stick. And then you girls say, you are my bashful barefoot beau. And then they stop. And the boys sing, you are my queen in calico. And you wrote on my slate, girls.
I love you, Milt.
I love you. Try to emulate. Emulate, that's when you burn something. Be like me. Okay, we're going to try it all together. School days, dear old golden rule days. Reading and writing and arithmetic. Taught to the tune of a hickory stick. Girls. My bashful.
You were a badger.
And the boys, you were my queen calico,
Rug.
and you wrote on my slate.
Yeah.
All the girls love you, Joe.
I love you, but I forgot what your name
We
is.
were a couple of kids. Well, you did fairly well. Grading you, I'd give you an F minus.
I've had worse.
Why?
That's better
Nobody
than
knows how to just let loose and speak up anymore.
Oh, holy
But anyway, it's fun doing. And you know, that was a love song. That was a love song. She wrote on there, I love you. What more pure love song can you get than that? Nothing.
Not any that I can say in
We're gonna
polite
be
company.
studying these great love songs of history. That's what our program is today. And did you know? Did you know? That puppy love can vary and very inventive thing. Now, Janice, I want you to listen and to have a question for you afterward. It goes like this. Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer, do. I'm all crazy just for the love of you. It won't be a stylish marriage. I can't afford a carriage. But you look sweet upon the seat of a bicycle built for two. Innovative puppy love. He figured out some way they could be together on a bicycle built for two. Anybody ever been on a bicycle built for two?
Yep.
I knew you would.
Yep.
I wouldn't doubt it. That's the cheapest thing you can rent. Anyway, you have to. Is it any fun?
It is.
Who steers?
The one in front, hopefully.
How could you steer him back? You couldn't
Who
see
said
anything.
anything about
I
steering?
put two
Did
people on a
nobody been
one-person
on a
bike.
bicycle built for two? You have? I never have. I had a bicycle when I was a kid. I worked all summer. The guy in town said he'd save it for me, but I had to have 12 bucks together. I worked all summer in the farms in Oregon, pulling weeds, picking beans, all kinds of. At the end of the summer, I had $12. And I went, put it in the counter. He gave me the bike. That was the first bicycle. But anyway, did you have a good experience on the bicycle, Bilderback?
What, Milt, what happened to the
It
bike?
didn't go the way you wanted him to.
He didn't like the way I.
There's a better way than that, you know. Anyway, so that was a love song to grow out of this. heart to express to somebody else. Whatever it takes, we'll make it. I don't have a car, but you got a bicycle. Better than walking, maybe. And then there's another way of having love. It's a division of love. And as soon as I can find out where the words are, I'll sing. Come away with me, Lucille, on my merry Oldsmobile. Down the road of life we'll fly, automobile bubbling, you and I, to the church we'll swiftly steal, then our wedding bells will peal. You can go as far as you like with me on my merry Oldsmobile. Now what's that telling you? Pick up.
Chicks dig guys with cars.
The bigger the car, the better the.
Yeah,
Oh, never mind.
record that. But,
Sex before marriage.
Good one. I like that.
he's got two kinds of loves, and at that age, that's
More
about
room
what
on the
it is.
interior, the better.
Yeah.
Cars come first, generally. At a certain age. Oh, and then the girls take over. Watch out, cars. So he's saying, as I said, well, you can go with me if you want, but you have to ride my own automobile. But it's still a love song, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't heard that one.
Is it?
Is that why you had an Oldsmobile?
Weren't you listening?
Yes.
Anyway, so those are a little simple things, but they have one thing all in common. They are love songs. No denying it. Do you think that Lucille ever went with him? Come away with me, Lucille Mara. You think? These are the things that kind of bothers me. What happened to Lucille? This guy with the car. I would rather doubt it. He's probably a jerk.
Yeah.
Hey, how well did she know him?
Most men are.
Wow.
What do you think?
I concur.
Concur.
What would you do? This session is purely love. We laugh about it, but there's some serious things in here. Becky, come up here. Help her up here, honey. Can you make it all right? Sit down, Becky.
Yay, Becky!
Now, as time goes on, you'll find out while she's here. She agreed to, she felt like, and that's, oh, I want you to be this part of this little act. You ready? Okay, oh, I did the sweet girl. A good part of romance and love is quiet. Silence is one of the most intimate things you can have.
Not around these parts.
Whoa!
But
Anyway,
when it's quiet, I get
I
Not
know
at this
that
house.
couples don't enjoy silence. Maybe they haven't because they're mad at each other. But that's not what I'm talking about. When you are alone with your sweetheart, whoever, whatever it might be, you feel this drawn intimacy. You don't have to speak, you don't have to touch, but it's there. That's the key love component that makes silence so good. It's pure love. You don't have anything else, right? So we're gonna do a little thing here. This is a reminder to find out so many good things are free. They don't have to be noisy, bangy. They don't have to be money. They don't have to be showy. We're together today. One of the biggest things in my life is having you here. Roaming in the gloaming on the bonny banks of Clyde. Roaming in the gloaming with my sweet lassie by my side. When the sun has gone to rest That's the time that we love best. Just to go a roaming in the gloam. And could we get closer? You can't. If you go through that in life occasionally, that'll tie it, boy. And you can say, I love you all I want, but it'll never have the impact of this silent time we had together walking by this river today. Becky will never forget just what we're doing, and I shall never forget it. What it was a real lover. Okay? Okay, you go back. Thank you, sweetheart.
No speech, no speech.
Memories of life take us back to all kinds of things that contain love. One place that does, I'm sure, is places we've lived, when we grew up, place we lived when we were first married, place we lived or we're going to college, whatever it might be. First permanent residence away from mom and dad. I had an experience with a shack. And I'm going to sing about that in a minute. But the shack isn't necessarily a bad thing. I'll sing first, and then we'll talk about it afterwards. It's only a shanty in an old shanty town. The roof is so slanting, it touches the ground. But that old tumble-down shack by the old railroad track, like a millionaire's mansion, is calling me back. I'd give up a palace if I were a king. And I've forgotten the words of that ding-a-ling. But I'm sorry, this is a problem I have. Wait a minute, I'll get it. I'll go.
Sounds like.
I don't like a palace.
First syllable.
It's my everything. There's a queen waiting there with silvery hair in my shanty in old shanty town. That song is always captivating. It has this something to it that just always got right there. You know what a shanty is? You know what shanty town is? I do. Oh, you live there. Oh, yeah.
I didn't want to admit
When I was
it.
your age, I always said a shanty. Generally, there's two types. One left by the railroads. The railroad workers build it out any old thing. Building the train up here. They go by that maybe 10 or 12 miles. They move the shanty up there and work. But it's fairly substantial. No, it needs just boards and stuff. It's a song, or during the Depression years, the Dust Bowl, Oklahoma, Texas, Arkansas, and Kansas, all those moving to the coast, mostly here, more. And the places they left were kind of bad, but the places they had to live in for a while were worse. But the idea was there's still progress. We're getting away with something we cannot have. Shanties, they call them shanty towns. Personal experience. You want to hear it?
Yes.
Yeah.
When I was first married, we lived in a shack. I mean, it was a shack. It didn't matter at that time. We were doing what we thought we should do, so we lived in a shack for a while, and we up and up and up. First thing you know, we're doing better. But you can have such good memories from a shack. You don't have to have a palace to have good memories. No. You're gonna have wonderful love affair with your husband or spouse. The lovely times you go with children, raising them, or the times it ain't so lovely, but it's all the time the loving life experience. And you make out of it what you can. You live in a shack, you do the best you can. That's the effort of love in your life. And anyway,
Hey,
but
Milt.
I've always loved that song. And there's something about it kind of haunting, you can just imagine it. But anyway, going on. See, we're about 23 more hours.
Milt, I have a question. Were there cats in the shack?
What?
Were there cats in the shack?
Texas?
Cats. Kitty cats. Meow meow.
Oh, kitty.
There you go.
In the shack in the city.
Wendy.
Yeah.
Got it?
Wendy.
There you go.
Were there cats in the shack?
No cats in the shack.
That's what we used in the house.
We had a dog in the bog once. Anyway.
I'll pass this to
Anyway,
whoever needs it.
That's true. We'll talk about other loves later. Anyway, so, oh yeah, perfect pets. We had a couple of male cats. As most of you know that we were just completely in love with them. Lynn and I had them here with us. There's a history before that. The time they were so good for us when we had them here for about 10 or 11 years. The four of us. Lynn and I are both home all the time. And the boys, cat paradise. Nobody around. Jungle to live in. All the car they were medical. I'm not going to tell you the last year's medical cost. It used to be I'd work 2 years for a salary, but it was worth it. In the blink of an eye, I'd do it again. What you receive in love is beyond any measurement. And these boys supplied it for us, Mama. Yeah.
Yep.
So those will never be the same as saying I love my cat or my dog or my lizard, whatever the heck it is. You know in years and later life. The pets, animals can save your life. These dogs and cats that are trained to be especially guard dogs for fire, burglar, telephone, whatever it is, are saving lives in the United States right now. If you're ever asked to contribute, it's a worthwhile project. Friendships are another thing to be separated from and very difficult. As we lose our friends in our church and this group and others that we've been associated with, very difficult time. One of my best friends, you don't know him, but he left just before I think he left before you came to Bethany Fessel. You heard me speak of John Hatfield. He and his wife were both in, and we had a wonderful relationship. But when you lose a dear friend, like anybody of you guys would die, that would be a loss. It would always register here. You can't get away from that. Or a parent, or a child, a lover, a sister, whatever it might be. And friends rank right there with family as far as I'm concerned. You're my family. Different type, but you are you're not a blood relative. What does that mean? Kathleen, my granddaughter, who I gave a start to life, you can't tell it now. We're not biologically related, but she couldn't be dear to me. So So friends are that way too. You all are. Hi,
By the
sweetie.
way, you're still not.
You all are. We used to meet some guys and I and a group. A couple of nights a month, play cards, poker, have a beer and all that kind of stuff. Good stuff guys do occasionally. Worthwhile things. So when I can remember when one of the guys he died, and he was one of the ones that probably liked beer the most of all the group. I never touched beer, but a lot of, anyway, so we wanted to remember him, honor him. Got a little party there in his presence after he's dead. And there's a little tune that one of the guys wrote about it. But the night that Patty Murphy died, I never shall forget. Everyone got stinking drunk, and summer yet. Oh, we did an awful, awful thing. Fills my heart with fear. We took the ice right off the carbs, put it on the beer. That's how we showed our respect for Patty Murphy. That's how we showed our honor and our pride. That's how we showed our respect for Patty Murphy. Respect for Patty Murphy on the night that Patty died. Now then, relate that to what it really was. Patty would have agreed to do that. There was nothing more important in his life than having his beer when we were together. So he'd have been happy. Friends are important, pets are important. Relatives are important. You always remember some relatives more than others. I remember an aunt that I had that was a dancer. Oh, dancing was the important thing in her life. From when she's a little girl till she died. She died maybe a year or so ago. But she died, danced, and her husband danced too. They loved to go dancing together. She wore her body out dancing. She had a hip replacement, knee replacement, all kinds of stuff to keep her going. Anyway, but she wouldn't give up dancing. So after she died, one of my cousins wrote a little something about her and her love of dancing and how she would never give it up. Something like this. After the ball was over, Auntie took out her glass eye, put her false teeth in the tumbler, corked up her bottle of rye. Put her peg leg in the corner, hung her toupee on the wall. The rest, poor Auntie, went bye-bye after the ball. Anyway, that's kind of, my cousin got an award for that. He was disbarred from family doings after that. He thought that was wonderful. He didn't want to go on. No, but little fun stuff. Little fun stuff. And you know, what's that song? I should have bought my glasses. I'm sorry.
Would you like me to get them? Or your hearing aid?
No, I think I can read this thing. Anyway, there's a song that's always bothered me about, and you understand when I sing it. It's a coming or a going song. Is this guy or woman singing to a spouse that's gone before him, or is the spouse looking down? I'm waiting for you. See if you can figure it out. Now, it's not the complete song, but the meat of it's in there. Nights are growing days are very long. I'm a growing weary, only listening for your song. Old remembrances are thronging through my memory, thronging until it seems the world is full of dreams, just to call you back to me. There's a long, long trail of winding into the land of my dreams, where nightingales are singing and a white moon beams. There's a long, long night of waiting until my dreams all come true. So the day when I'll be going down that long, long trail with you. Now, which way is it?
Straight down.
West.
Do you feel it? Anything?
Is it over those mountains?
Into the sunset.
To the other side.
It's the freeway.
It's on.
God, I hope it's not the freeway. Get backed up.
Sunset.
Earth to heaven.
Yeah.
That's better.
Sunset when the
Earth,
sun
earth to heaven.
sets.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a beautiful love song. It's a tough one. It's a tough one to nail down. But it is a thing you have to feel. And you don't know what it is. But it's beautiful the way it's put together and the phrasing. That's what's so important about a love song, is the phrasing. In your religious songs, your church music's the same way. One of my favorite songs that I used to sing was 103rd Psalms, built on the theory of, oh my soul, praise God. He thanks God for his continuing health care guidance, as we would say now. It says in there, he has healed all my diseases. It's beautiful. I can't sing anymore. Bless the Lord, oh my soul. That's a love song. That's a love song. David had some problem getting back there. I don't know if he ever got forgiveness. I don't know about David. But it's a beautiful thing. Tells about, I am grateful for God's love and care of me, and I'm going to acknowledge it. God gave me this ability to worship. And I worship him with my soul. How much can you do? And then there's, of course, two numbers in Handel's Messiah that just drive me crazy. One is the Hallelujah chorus, of course, which is one of the greatest expressions of a group of people for love and acknowledgement of love and care. Hallelujah! What more can you say? Followed by the most beautiful aria for alto in any work that I know. Opening words, 6 words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Disciples and Christians love to hear this. Basis of their belief. I know my Redeemer liveth. Right? Amen. I know that my Redeemer liveth. What stronger statement can you have of this knowledge that we have as the love in our life given to us by our Father? Nothing. Those are all important things to remember. remember, each one of these is a love song. I promised you it'd be love songs. How about two other getting to a little less serious track? Yeah, so light opera with Jeanette MacDonald and Jeanette MacDonald and you know what? Huh?
Nelson
Used to
Eddy.
sing with her.
Nelson Eddy.
Nelson, yeah. There's some place in South America, she's in a cart, Donk is pulling the cart, he's riding beside of her. She's ignoring him, like she did in all her pictures. And did you know they couldn't stand each other off the screen? Literally could not, they hate each other. But the contract said you sing together or you don't get $5 million. I'd sing with him too, wouldn't you? So she's ignoring him and he's got to wake her up here again. Oh, I know. So he starts singing to the mule. He said, okay, so I'll sing to the mule if she won't think that I am just a fool serenading a mule. It goes on like that. And then he says, well, I'll sing to the mule. And she's singing back, but there's a flaw in her voice. All she can say is, hee-haw! It's kind of a funny thing, but it's still love song. Nothing you would sing to your boyfriend or girlfriend. Would you do that? Would you sing to a mule?
It depends on the situation, but
It's one of those
my
depends-
state of mind at
well,
the
it
time.
depends. He's gonna make a great politician. I gotta wipe my eye.
How do we know he hasn't?
Then there's Lawrence Tibbet. Anybody hear of Lawrence Tibbet? Alice? Lawrence Tibbet was a magnificent baritone. Operatic quality, but he wanted to sing. He didn't want to be tied down to opera. I'm going to sing any place I love to sing and I'm going to sing. Or the opera group kicked him out then. They didn't want him. Same way with Mario Lanza. Same exact thing. So he sings this song, On the Road to Mandalay. You heard that? On the road to Mandalay. And so it's a beautiful thing. Goes on the old Mayan pagoda, looking lazy to the sea. There's the Burma girl is sitting and I know she thinks of me. The wind is in the palm trees and the temple bells they say, come you back, you British soldier, come you back to Mandalay. On the road to Mandalay, where the flying fishes play, and the dawn, now this is the one that kills me, phrasing, and the dawn, you can just see it, comes up like thunder out of China across the bay. Oh, it just hits you. Now, you want to hear it another way? On the road to Mandalay, where the flowing fishes ply. That's what I was talking about dialect is hard to keep up. By the Elmo Mayan Pagoda, looking lazy to the sea. There's a Burma girl waiting, and I know she'll wait for me. The wind is in the palm trees, in the temple bells they sigh. Come here back, you British soldier. Come here back to Mandalay. Come here back to Mandalay. On the road to Mandalay, where the flying fishes play. And the dawn comes up like thunder out of China across the bay. And that's the end of the program. Now, if you're not impressed, I don't know what I will. apologize deeply. Come here.
Just another part of the.
This lad calls me Papa, Bill's son and Lynn's grandson. I had him all rigged up to have a part in this, and I completely skipped it. I apologize, and he had worked on it so well, I'm going to do it now.
Good.
He's our official. Just a minute, I'll get him. He's our official pitch pipe. Pitch pipe. You want to give me a pitch? Okay, get your pitch pipe out. Hey, God, he's nervous. Tomorrow night, he's over to Philharmonic. He's going to be the official master pitch pipe. And that's a tough job. Oh, you give me a pitch. I want B before little C. Wait a minute, give it to me again. Oh, we got it. That's some of the stuff we're doing. Just corny stuff. But he was going to be such a good sport that could hear. Next time we'll do it. You know, we have another program scheduled next year.
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you all for being there. And one special thing, William, for that. Wendy for help organize me here. Well, where Bill for arranging the table and the chairs, recording.
Yay.
By the way, there's recordings available at a minimal cost.
Right.
After, if you want to get on the list, see Bill. And also, where's Shirley and
Becky
and
as well.
Kathy Riley? I don't want to especially thank Becky.
Yeah, for the
Becky
refreshment.
being my sweet
Yeah.
lassie up there tonight. And the main one I want to thank is Lenny. Give her
And Milt's granddaughter and great granddaughter here.
you get nothing. Nobody's paid anything yet. How you gonna get any money from these guys? Anyway, the main thing.
Quick question, Papa. Sorry to interrupt. I just we didn't discuss it beforehand. So, is it 25 cents that we're charging for your video, or is it a different amount?
Well,
Is it 25 cents you're charging for your video?
50.
I raised it. I had to. Expenses were going so.
Demand skyrocketed.
Anyway, I want to talk about Bill. You got information when they come to you? I didn't get it, so I don't know what to say.
Business as usual,
Megaphone,
Papa.
Okay.
megaphone, megaphone. If
I don't
anywhere
want
we-
the megaphone. I can't stand competition. Anyway, but I do want to thank Lenny girl. Biggest thing she does is put up with me. I know you can't believe that, but it's true. Ever try to live with God 24/7? She said.
Nobody has a clue.
But anyway, I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart when Frances died, we got acquainted. I helped her a little bit. We got to a place where we helped each other a lot. Now I'm the place where I have all the help. I get it from her. So she's to be thanked. And I think anyway, that's that. I hope you enjoyed it. Something different, but remember always
Right.
3 different mantras. Love, enjoy life, and sing.
Amen.
Open up. You'd be surprised how good you feel. The other mantra I've lived is get in there and fight the fight. Don't ever give up. gotta be in it. You can't be a spectator to life. And the other thing, you get the place, which we all do, and the road gets low, a little rough, gets real tough. That's the time the tough got loaded. That's my motto. That's my motto.